Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be trying the 8th gear only challenge versus 0% AI. We will be doing this challenge at Daniel Ricciardo in Australia. So yeah, as you can see, 0% AI, just 5 laps. We'll have to first let us go all the way back to the grid. These are the rules.
Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne for what no doubt will be an intense day of racing.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Yeah, well, they know what we can do. We have a custom setup on. Let's start the race. And let's see where we shall finish. Of course, have to drop way back to the grid for the challenge. Shift up into 8th gear. Wouldn't have to shift. And as they all get past us, we can go. So yeah, basically we don't have a lot of speed. We are now in P20. I need to find a way back into P1. Of course, now Raikkonen and Gasly ahead of us. Don't think the AlphaTauri pace is realistic in this game. Formula 1 have always made the Toro Rosso slower than what it is, in my experience. But now here, already gaining one position, trying to go around the outside of Gasly, even with 0% AI. They are faster under acceleration. Let's see if we can get him through turn 5. We can. Now trying to get past Giovinazzi and Russell maybe in the braking zone. Woods very tight, but we actually succeed. Jeff thinks it's a poor start. I actually think it's a very good one, considering we dropped all the way back. And yeah, let's now see what we can do for the rest of the race. On the back straight here, trying to see if we can maybe get the toe and then get past. But here under acceleration, we just lack too much speed as we go clean around the outside. Maybe down the inside. Oh, we actually defense. Didn't expect that for 0% AI. Alright, you can just see the revs way too low. So as we're now advancing through the grid order, I think yeah, we basically just need to wait for the straight bits and then try to outbrake them as we are going to do here. Oh no, oh my god, free wide. Oh no. That almost ended very badly. So what I was saying was just get on the straight, get behind them and try to get past with a late Daniel Ricciardo move. It's probably in it, in his hometown, or no, maybe not hometown, home race. So you go clean down the inside of Lando Norris. And the next target is Esteban Ocon. You can just see on the exit they're pulling away. Then when the women get faster and faster, they can of course shift, so they are faster. But then as we are going through an S section, you know, where the AI are obviously made slower, we can try and see if we can get past with overtake late on the brakes. And we can get past, of course, braking. Of course, braking isn't affected. And we go around the outside of Lance Stroll, get a bit of push. And now behind Kevin Magnussen, who's actually doing really well for Haas in P10. Performance update still hasn't come out yet. That will come out in October.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
We won't need DRS as we get clean down the inside. So now sit rep, we're P10. It's lap 3 of 5, DRS has been enabled. If we go purple for sector 1, it's going to be really close for the race lead. We should get past Paris here. If we go rich and overtake, then we can hopefully pull it down the inside. We can, because they break a lot earlier. And here now behind Romain Grosjean. And yeah, you can just see how fast they pull away on the acceleration, and Paris is coming back at us. He thinks better of it. And now through the S's we're probably gaining a lot of time on Romain Grosjean. We can just leave it in rich because we save a lot of fuel by staying in 8th gear. DRS wide open. Oh, it squeezes up a lot. But we do make it past. And that's us up into P8. Now Hamilton already in P6. Has he made a false practice start of some sort? That he got a penalty again. And as we cross into... As we cross into lap 4, Jeff saying we got the fast lap of the race, we could see it ourselves. We're now behind Carlos Sainz, we're gaining on him very slowly. But as soon as we get past Sainz, we can really attack the top 6 teams, or top 3 teams, top 6 riders, which still includes both of the Ferraris. And yeah, Codemasters should really speed up with their performance update now as we go a bit wide there. We have massive overspeed on Carlos Sainz, rich and overtake down the inside. I don't think we touched there, but I'm not quite sure. We're now closing in on Hamilton, 2.2 seconds ahead of us. He's in a bit of a train, so he will get held up by the Ferraris of Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel. As we can actually see on the minimap, there is a Red Bull in P1. And we've made it to the back of Hamilton now. Charles Leclerc also ahead of him. They're battling. Almost wanted to shift down. I say it feels really weird not shifting and driving while going so slowly. Open the DRS, rich mixture and overtake as we go into the last lap. Hamilton is actually pulling away from us in his Mercedes engine. Oh, that's a really late Daniel Ricciardo move. We actually get a warning for exceeding track limits. Normally we'll overtake, so we'll keep the position. And Hamilton will now try to get back at us as our overtake button is almost empty. But we of course only have 1 lap remaining, so it should be empty by the end of the lap. And oh, we get really held up here. And a miracle should happen, or really nice overtakes as we are battling closely with Charles Leclerc, for us to make it into P1. Sebastian Vettel now, really closing in on him. So now coming up to the fast, as you can see on this little straight bit, we lose a lot of time again. Let's try and see if we can maybe... Yeah, I know we need to get past Jeff. So I'm going to take full advantage of the slipstream. We actually don't have the DRS because we were so far behind. Don't think P1 is possible. So now really close up on Max Verstappen. He will get away from us. For real, maybe get around the outside. We actually can. Maybe P1 is still possible, so we send it down the inside of Valtteri Bottas. Lock up, hit Bottas, and oh, we're actually stuck. And now, yeah, I think I wasn't gonna win it, but it was really close. And I think it was a really fun challenge. And that concludes this video. P2.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.